Warning, previous episodes were not a fluke. This game contains very strong language reflective of the ravages and hardships of war. Your discretion is strongly advised. Welcome back one and all to Let's Play Der Langrisser Challenge Run, Heroes Only. We're hiring troops. It's not allowed. No. We're beginning scenario 8. Go ahead. Yes, that's a G. Yeah, I don't know about these characters. Invited by General Leon of the Blue Dragon Knights, Elwyn, Hain, and Roga resolved to join the Empire. The three believed Elsalia would only emerge from its age of war once united under strong Imperial rule. But Elwyn's decision found new enemies and old friends, who now oppose him as the descendants of Light. While searching for the ruins of Baldia, the borrow of Light's blade, former friend Lester awaited them on the opposite side of a ravine. And we're going to have to defeat Lester in 19 turns. Not too tall of an order, but there's a catch.
Fucking hell, how can that bastard be a holy lineage?
Lester, don't badmouth Elwyn so harshly. Elwyn decided that the best way to bring peace is through Imperial rule. His goal is still peace. But the price. Lester has every right to be angry, but we shouldn't waste time slandering Elwyn. There's tabloids for that. We must think of a plan to prevent Elwyn and the Imperial Guard from getting their hands on the Holy Sword.
Keith is right. We don't know what may happen if the Empire holds both legendary blades.
Besides, it's my duty as a descendant of Light to protect Lester from being used for greed or power.
Yeah, I know already. You don't have to yell, 'cause I'm not good at it.
This turn of events is quite a dilemma. I had such high hopes for young Elwyn. We must formulate a plan to prevent the Empire from reaching Baldia. Because again, if you ever heard Mike Tyson yell, he doesn't really... What about the sky bridge over the Raylan Ravine? It's the main route. If we take out the bridge, the Empire would have to detour. That should give us a significant time advantage in beating them to Baldia and finding Langrisser.
Keith, you don't mean...
Can you think of another way? It's our best option, and this is serious business. The Princess and I must rally our divided forces around the nation. We need a volunteer for this important mission. Now, who would that be? You guessed it. Big Lug himself. Lester, where are you going?
Leave it to me, Keith. If you can't do it, aren't I the only one left fit for the job?
But...
Don't sweat it. After all, what are friends for?
Yeah. Lester, thank you for taking that ass whooping in my place. But don't worry about Keith. He's going to be seeing action himself soon enough. Yeah, this battle here, oh man.
Hey, is the bridge ready to be blown yet?
Well, the bridge is better constructed than we originally guessed, but we're working.
Well, speed up. We don't finish soon, those Imperial jackasses will show up.
And speaking of those little rascals themselves, Leon, how much further until we reach Castle Baldia? Regrettably, we don't know its exact location. However, the ancient records we've acquired strongly indicate it lies beyond this valley. Haha. So we're on a wild goose chase as far as you know. I suppose you have Colonel Laird and some advanced scouts finding out the specifics? Exactly. Our first priority seems to be crossing this bridge, though. Sir Lester, the Imperial Army!
Son of a bitch! We need more time. Workers, hurry the hell up! We don't have all day!
Elwyn, they look like they're trying to cut down the bridge! If they succeed, we won't reach Baldia before Jessica's group. We still have time. We must beat Jessica's group to Baldia and obtain Langrisser first. With a force that small, we will be able to slice through them with ease. Hell, they'll probably scatter before the bridge collapses anyway. Okay, let's break through. Keep your guard up. They could be planning something. And you know they are.
Looks like they still plan to advance. Prepare to intercept.
Just leave it to us, boss.
Don't let up on the bridge. Don't be distracted by the fight. Just keep working.
Understood, sir. And so we begin Scenario 8. Now, I want you to get a good look at Leon right now. He's a level 9 knight. There's something very, very wrong with this picture. So it turns out that whatever glitch went off in the last video, it followed through. It basically canceled out all those level ups that we got at the end of the battle for him. So I actually tried to do this battle with him weakened like this. It didn't go well. And the thing is, I've hampered myself enough not bringing troops. That's the whole point of the run. But I don't want to deal with subpar Leon for the next few scenarios on top of that. We're off to intercept the enemy.
You'll be on the bridge when it collapses.
Yes, sir. So, again, I did the battle. I recorded it and everything, but it didn't go well. And I don't like what that said for the battles to come. The implications were not good. So, I went ahead and replayed Scenario 7. And I made sure all my commanders lived, as they usually do. So, I was able to avoid whatever happened last time. And that's why now, when we come back, after a brief cut, you will see Leon with his proper level and stats. And because of that, some of my other characters' levels will be slightly higher. So don't mind that. It's not me cheating or, running scams, running games. If we don't make it in time, we'll lose our chance at beating Jessica's group. It might be asking a bit much, but give me your all. We must win. Don't be impatient. We're going our fastest.
We're going. Come on, everyone, hurry.
Yeah, so you'll see. And voila! The magic of editing. Here we are. Got a bunch of knights in our face. Leon. Well, first of all, Hane is now a sage. Got more levels in the last battle, so... Unfortunately, he's back to level 1, so his fireball does not do a lot of damage at this stage. We got to get him back to level 4, I think, and then he'll start to improve there. Elwyn, on the other hand, is level 4, so his fireball will be decent. See, Leon, a swordsman with the heal spell, so he will be useful. Much better attack and defense. And he's got that very useful attack animation where he sends out the ground wave. So even though... Make way! Even though most of our people... Actually, technically, all of our commanders are at a disadvantage as infantry types against the cavalry. But we mostly have really high attack, and we have that first strike animation. The only exception to that is Roga, who needs to be extremely careful, and that's why we're keeping him in the back. That's right. I've already lost him before. So,
take that.
The only ones I even want attacking the Dragoons are Elwyn and Hane. Because the Dragoons don't really have great defense because of their commander's revisions, but their attack is nasty. But fortunately for our people, help is on the way. In fact, help has arrived. It seems you boys are in a bit of trouble. Need a hand? General Imelda of the Imperial Water Dragon Navy has come to lend us a hand. And I'm stating her title so you all know who she is. Because at this point we really wouldn't, would we?
General of the Water Dragon Navy? God damn it. Reinforcements at a time like this are the last thing we need.
Alright boys, it's time you learned a little lesson. Well then, let's get back to work. Everyone, do your best. So, you're that red-headed upstart who gave Leon so much trouble. Let's see what you're made of, little man. Give me some orders. And Imelda joins the entourage. Careful who you tell that to, Imelda. We got some degenerates out here. I don't think you want those kind of orders. Alright. Wait for it. Aha. I had to take advantage of the timing there. Anyway, class change. I would like to make her an assassin to do things differently now that I know assassins can wield bows, but by the time we find one, she probably won't even be with us, so we're going to go sorcerer. It'll be more useful. Primarily because of decrease, aka decline. That is a very useful spell if used at the right times, and I plan on taking full advantage of it while I can. It lowers an enemy's magic resistance for 1 turn. Only 1 turn, but...
Workers, what's the news on the bridge?
I'm very sorry, sir. It'll only be just a little bit longer.
Let's see. Well, we have to do something before we cut down here.
Yes, sir. In order to stop the enemy in their tracks, we need to give it our all.
Go for it.
Yeah, he ain't stopping you. And he ain't going nowhere. Look at him. Lester loves those trees, don't he? He ain't going nowhere. Okay, so with the elves, we should be able to do some good damage to the knights. You're revolting to behold. Disappear into nothingness. Disappear. That's exactly what we want to see. We cannot withdraw from here. But you probably should. And they're just going to take that. The elves are actually going to end up stealing quite a few kills that they weren't meant to get, but it's fine. There's no point in neglecting Leon and Imelda completely, because the thing is, we can only waste so much time here. We're on a limit, and there's only so much experience that can be had in the time that we have, so might as well get them a little stronger while they're here, you know? We don't need excess baggage, so it's not going to hurt. That's not going to stop me from getting as much as I can for Elwyn, Roga, and Hane. Terrible triumphant trio themselves. And the Dragoons have got to go first. They're top priority. They're actually more dangerous than their commanders, if you can believe that. So yeah. See, Leon just pitching in with that heal spell. He'll get a little experience. He'll keep everybody alive. Win-win all around. And Imelda, I'll just have to try to keep her alive. Spoilers, I kept her alive. It was tough. And it took a couple of tries. In earlier versions of this recording, I lost Roga to the Knights because I was careless and overconfident. I lost Imelda and Leon. Even if it means I lose my life, I won't let you through. Attack! By attack, I mean head back. Oh, they'll go though. Yeah. Attack for me, because I won't. Yeah, so Chicken Little sends his men out front. That's usually how it plays out anyway, doesn't it? Well, aren't you being smart? Isn't this one clever? But not really. So the Knights are almost off the board, and there's a reason why I didn't advance too quickly. Because doing so will trigger enemy reinforcements prematurely, and I like to get rid of the Knights before dealing with them. At least when I don't have any troops. Now, if Roga was allowed to bring men and I hired Phalanx, he could have dealt with both of these groups by himself in a single turn. Easily. But we don't have that luxury. We're gonna make do with what we do have. Even if that includes elves who will not do any damage, but to be fair, they were on 1 health. 1 health equals 2 units, more or less. But at full health, see what they can do. They're really overpowered for this stage anyway, which is why she doesn't get to keep them, even if I wanted to hire them. So Lester, please take care of the rest.
Damn, guys, don't just throw away your lives.
And is it just me, or is my Tyson voice getting worse and worse with every video? It actually sounded the best the first time, so I gotta get that sauce back. But in the meantime, RNG cheated me out of what should have been an easy kill with Hane, but Fireball's there to clean up the leftovers. That's what it's there for. And Leon again just doing what he does. It helps. Even if it means I lose my life, I shall not let you through. Attack! Treat! Yes. And if he won't attack, we will. Gah! And that's it for them.
Damn it, our assault troops have been fucked. The only people left to handle this are us. These guys are too much.
Someone should have told you. Oh! Speaking of someone, we've got a few more. What? Reinforcements? Master Lester, has the bridge been brought down yet? Can't see it apparently.
Sorry, bud. Before we could finish, someone stuck their noses in.
We'll take care of them. In the meantime, please bring down the bridge.
Leave it to us, Keith.
Well, he tries to leave it to you, and look at where that got you. Yeah. Inform every aerial squad. Like the Imperial troops on the bridge and attack. Go! Yes, sir. So those Hawk Knights, they're a joke. Easy to pick off, no defense, super susceptible to arrows. Keith, on the other hand, is a Dragon Knight now. He got a free promotion. Hurry up! Follow Sir Keith! What's worse is the angels that he brought with him. Don't worry about the pixie-loving insects in the air. I brought a detachment of high elves with me. They'll snipe those pigeon riders right out of the sky. And how? Damn, it would be wise not to get too close to that woman. In more ways than one. Now, I'm casting Fireball. Why bother? It doesn't hurt the angels, and it only does 1 point of damage right now. Well, the point is to get Keith below full health. To make sure that he can't one-shot anybody, not even the high elves. That's the sole purpose of me doing that. So now we line our people up, get them in position. Sir Lester, accept my apologies for putting a sea veteran like yourself up to this. I came as soon as possible to assist you, but... yeah, it's pretty inconsiderate.
No big deal, Keith. Besides, we're pals, aren't we? Plus, seeing the cows out there all night in full action over the terrain is awesome! Awesome!
Yeah. Should have brought the Dragon Knights, though. I don't know, the Flyers always kind of get the short end of the stick when it comes to enemy. I guess that's because Dragon Knights are actually pretty strong class with that attack, so they call themselves not making it too difficult. I don't know. It's just too many Hawks. They don't even have magic. Witness the might of the Kal'Zoth Aerial Knights! And this could be bad, but the elves will live for the time being. They take heavy losses, but they get their hits in first, and that makes all the difference. But not as much as it should. I honestly was disappointed by how poorly they did. And see, they took them out on the first try. Not the angels, the fairies. Now, if it was the angels, fine, I could let it slide because they have reasonable attack and very good defense, especially for flying units. The fairies should not have done that well. And I almost lost Imelda. Thankfully, she lived to tell the tale. I could have retreated with her to be safe, but I decided to rally instead. It worked out. It worked out. Yeah, I kind of got off easy there. I really didn't expect her to live there. But that's good. One less restart, right? So, at this point, I decided not to try to farm any experience off of Keith's group. We're just going to take him out straight away. Keith, get out of the way. I'm afraid I cannot comply with your command. Otherwise, you gentlemen might obtain Langrisser. This is the people of Kal'Zoth's duty. In the beginning, I fought with you to protect Langrisser, but... the princess is also saddened by this turn of events. We have no choice but to battle. If that's the only way, then so be it. So we shall. And I wasn't thinking ahead. I should have turned the battle animations on for this fight. Ugh! Forgive me, Master Lester. It seems I was of no help.
Keith! Chief! Are you alright? Buying a system with time is more than enough. Don't be stupid. Just get out of here.
Forgive me, my friend. I'll return the favor someday. I promise. And he's gone. Real estate is ours once again. We're free to fly. But before that, gotta patch our people up. And try to deal with these Hawk Lords as soon as we can. Because there's a secret scenario to unlock. And only Elwyn can do it, I'm pretty sure. So that's why he still has the speed boots for this very map. And we still have a high elf left. Good. They will be useful. We're going to weaken the enemies here. This is really for the generals. Most of their troops will heal on the next turn, obviously. But the good news is they don't even go for Imelda. I was preparing for that. She would have been the easiest target. She's basically the new Lyanna now. But they didn't do it, as you'll see in a minute.
It's like I have a feeling for Keith now, too.
If you continue this, you won't have any hope of victory, you know. Why not relent and let us pass? Save yourself.
That chance. I'm staying till the bridge falls.
So, it looks like they're trying to block us off. We've got 19 turns. At this point, going after mercenaries is really pointless. But, I'll get a little bit of experience where I can. So, to that effect, we're going to take these elves, pick off one of the fairies. We'll go for the easiest prey, the one who's not at full health. And from this point onward, though, we're really going to target the Hawk Knights themselves. You're pretty good, aren't you? Well, I like to think so, yeah. Yeah, they're not even Hawk Lords. They're Hawk Knights. Tier 1. Pathetic. So, we're going to try out Decline once again. Well, actually, for the first time. And test it out. Now, the only problem is... Pain is back to level 1 once again. So, it It's not going to do as much damage as it should. But we're testing it out, and as you'll see there, the one who was affected by the spell, he took double the damage of the other knight, so 2 points instead of 1. Now, Elwyn's fireball will do more damage, so go ahead and get rid of them first because we can. Get a level up for Roga. Keep building him up. So watch Elwyn's fireball, the damage that it does. So just to emphasize the fact that levels do matter in this game. See? Double the damage that Haynes did. So that's huge. And again, we don't care about this experience, so we'll give it to Leon. And Imelda. We just need to clear the floor right now. Yep. You what? Exactly. Nothing. So, what we really want to do, or what I did, was create a path to those other hawks as quick as possible. And Leon, thankfully, was up for the job. Or was he? No, not quite, but that's fine. It's just going to go to Roga now. That's the problem of not saving beforehand. RNG likes to cheat you at every opportunity. But not always. So I shouldn't say every. There we go. Speaking of which, case in point. Impossible! That's pretty embarrassing. Getting defeated in one shot by a casting unit. What? You're strong as Hayne.
Guys, what the hell is taking so long?
Just a little longer. The supporting ropes have all been severed. The only things left are the main ropes.
Come on, get the lead out and drop it already.
Yes, sir. What does Tyson sound like when he's aggravated or angry? I'd like to know.
The Empire's troops are well trained.
We're not dogs. Anyway, Melda leveled up 8, so her magic should be at its most potent, which would be helpful. I'd like to think that Roga could take out the Hawk at 9 health, but I decided not to chance it. We went with the sure thing with Hayne.
You're strong! Too strong!
Moving forward, advancing, and pause, please. That's what I'm talking about. You see how we got cheated? He only did 7 damage at full health to a pikeman? That's ridiculous. No excuse.
Don't be rash. These guys are very powerful.
Yeah, that kind of took me out of my element. I couldn't even do. What was that exactly?
Ellen, I never would have thought in a million years you would team up with the Empire.
People can be easily separated by their ideals.
Well, that's life. Every person walks his own path after all. Now fight!
And this still annoys me. Lester at no point in the light path can learn Thunder in this game. Langrisser too, sure, but not Der Langrisser. But as an enemy, they give him the Thunder spell. That's just not fair. If I can't get the spell with him, the enemy should be able to get it either. And ran over. I don't like that. Ah, what an incredible man. If you're able to beat me, maybe we can get to know each other a little better. Wiggle, wiggle.
Quit fucking with me, bitch!
Alright, settle down. Maybe Imelda's the Given stay his Tyson. Some of you might be too young to get the reference.
What the hell is keeping you guys?
Just a little bit longer. Just wait a little bit longer.
Just let out, guys. At this rate, we're not gonna make it.
No, you won't. Got 99 problems and we're all of them. We must protect Sir Lester. Yeah, props to this healer because whatever she's making, it's not enough money. She is the low-key MVP of this battle for them. And out of respect, out of homage, we're not going to kill her. Well, let me be upfront. I'm not that great of a guy. We're really not going to go after her because we don't have the time to. If we don't defeat Lester, we're going to lose. So, she got off easy on this one. And actually, the Lord there, too. He was kind of annoying me. I wanted to take him out. I'm going to be honest, but no, he'll live. Because that one's got a job to do.
Isn't it time to get out of here?
Right now, we're in the middle of severing the main ropes. If we cut 2 more, then the bridge is sure to fall. We beg your patience. And here's a twist that nobody saw coming. Lester actually moved. I've never seen him do that in this map.
Hey, who said you could cross without paying the toll? This troll is coming to collect.
Yeah, do you take crypto? No? He wants the elf's blood. Okay. A little unconventional with his preferred payment methods, but he got it. I hope he's happy. It's the last kill he's gonna get. So, yeah. Anyway, first things first, last turn, we've got to do this. There's an entrance to somewhere here. But we can't worry about that now. We'll explore it later. Yeah, so this is the last turn. So we got to make it count. Imelda is going to cast a fireball to take everybody down below 10. Langrisser, it's always critical that you get the enemy below full health when possible. Leon is going to clear the way. We want to make sure that Roga and Hane have a crack at Lester, so we cannot be cheated out of the kill. No shenanigans, no foolishness here. And we're going to start with Roga, actually, because Hane is already tier 4. He's ahead of the game, so we want to make sure Elwyn and Roga don't fall too far behind him, so he should get the kill. I'm going to get a look at it firsthand. Battle of the Brutes. Roga turned out to be the buffer of the two. And we get a Warhammer, for what it's worth.
Ah, well done, Elwyn. You won't have it this easy next time, though. Let's retreat, guys. Look it.
And scenario is cleared. Not a moment too soon. And pretty much everybody got levels for it. Excellent. I think Hane is 1 level away from an earthquake spell. Here's hoping. That'll be useful too. Lester. Indeed. You've lived up to my expectations, Elwyn. From now on, let's work hard for the glory of our empire. It means a lot to me, Leon. However, just exactly what am I fighting for?
What am I fighting for?
This is basically the game's way of asking you which route do you want to take. So, we don't really care about peace, really. Well, we do, but might makes right. Right? So that's where we're going. That's right. If one possesses tremendous power, one can end wars quickly by crushing opponents. I like to call it the omelet philosophy. Once stopped, other countries would capitulate on our terms and war would cease out of fear of retribution. It's only natural I take up arms with the Empire in a situation like this. Yeah, only natural. People do this every day, right? Indeed, the Empire is mighty. And foolish are the weak who would bear arms against the mighty. And if we have Langrisser... Exactly. If we allow Langrisser to fall into the hands of our enemies, this war will last indefinitely. Indubitably. Indefinitely. Alright, let's go everyone, for the sake of claiming the legendary Holy Blade. Oh, before I forget, I found a weird opening before, but what should I do about it? You want to investigate it further? Yeah. The truth is, I found a weird entrance while we were in the midst of fighting. There may be something in there that will aid the Empire. Let's go in. And so we shall. I don't know about Leon. You would think he'd be a little sharper than that. I mean, come on. Elwyn just turned on his friends, and you don't think he's going to do the same to you, potentially? Backstab once, backstab no more? Is that how it works? I don't think so. You know, that's why I never got people who get in relationships with people who cheated on their spouse or ex to be with them. You don't think they could do it to you possibly? Anyway, that was scenario 8. So until the next episode, stay safe everybody, stay healthy, stay up, stay out of trouble, stay in something good. And hopefully, I'll see you soon.